Fortinet FCP_FGT_AD 7.6 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. When configuring the Fortinet security fabric with split-task VDOMs enabled on all FortiGate devices, which downstream VDOM is used to join the security fabric? A. FG Traffic VDOM. B. Root VDOM. C. Customer VDOM. D. Global VDOM. The answer is B. In a split-task VDOM setup, the FortiGate is divided into Root VDOM, Management, FG Traffic VDOM, Traffic Forwarding. When joining the security fabric, only the root VDOM is used for fabric participation, because it handles management functions, including communication with the security fabric root. Which FortiGate security feature is designed to protect internal servers against application layer attacks such as SQL injections? A. Denial of service. B. Web application firewall. C. Antivirus. D. Application control. The answer is B. The Web Application Firewall (WAF) feature in FortiGate is specifically built to protect web servers from application layer attacks, such as SQL injections, cross-site scripting, XSS, cookie tampering. While antivirus and application control deal with malware and application usage, only the WAF provides deep HTTP inspection tailored for web server protection. Which two statements are true regarding the Fortinet collector agent in advanced mode for FSSO integration? Choose 2. A. Security profiles can only be applied to user groups, not individual users. B. FortiGate can be configured as an LDAP client, and group filters are configured on the FortiGate. C. Advanced mode supports nested or inherited Active Directory groups. D. Advanced mode uses the Windows naming convention NetBIOS, domain, username. The answer is BC. In advanced mode, the Fortinet collector agent allows the FortiGate to act as an LDAP client, enabling it to apply group filters directly on the FortiGate itself, which improves flexibility in user and group management. Additionally, advanced mode supports nested or inherited Active Directory groups, meaning policies can apply correctly even when users belong to nested groups within AD. Statement A is incorrect because security profiles can be applied to both individual users and groups. Statement D is incorrect because advanced mode uses the full distinguished name (DN) format rather than the NetBIOS domain username format used in standard mode. Which of the following statements is true regarding SSL VPN settings for an SSL VPN portal? A. By default, FortiGate uses Wins servers to resolve names. B. By default, the SSL VPN portal requires the installation of a client's certificate. C. By default, split tunneling is enabled. D. By default, the admin GUI and SSL VPN portal use the same HTTPS port. The answer is D. By default, the FortiGate SSL VPN portal and the administrative GUI both use TCP port 443 for HTTPS access. This shared port can lead to conflicts when both services are accessed simultaneously, so administrators are often advised to change the port used by the admin GUI, e.g., to port 8443. The other answer choices are incorrect. FortiGate does not rely on Win servers for name resolution by default. Instead, it uses DNS. Additionally, client certificates are not required for SSL VPN access unless specifically configured. Finally, split tunneling is disabled by default, meaning all client traffic is routed through the VPN tunnel unless an administrator enables the split tunnel option. Which two statements are true regarding backing up logs from the CLI and downloading logs from the GUI on a FortiGate device? Choose 2. A. Log downloads from the GUI are limited to the current filter view. B. Log backups from the CLI cannot be restored to another FortiGate. C. Log backups from the CLI can be configured to upload to an FTP server at a scheduled time. D. Log downloads from the GUI are stored as LZ4 compressed files. The answer is AC. When working with FortiGate logs, there are some key differences between downloading logs via the GUI and backing them up via the CLI. Log downloads from the GUI are limited to the scope of the current filter view, meaning you only get the log data that is currently being displayed based on your applied filters. On the other hand, the CLI provides more flexibility for scheduled log backups. You can configure the FortiGate to back up logs to a remote FTP server at specific intervals using automation or log settings. While you can extract and examine logs backed up from the CLI, these backups are typically not intended for direct restoration on another FortiGate device. Also, GUI downloaded logs are saved in plain or text-based format, not as LZ4 compressed files. LZ4 is used internally on disk or for transmission to FortiAnalyzer, not for GUI downloads. Which certificate field does FortiGate use to determine the relationship between a certificate and its issuer? A. Subject key identifier value. B. S. MIME capabilities value. C. Subject value. D. Subject alternative name value. The answer is A. FortiGate uses the subject key identifier, SKI, in conjunction with the authority key identifier, AKI, to determine the relationship between a certificate and its issuer. The SKI is a unique identifier for the certificate's public key, while the AKI in a subordinate certificate refers back to the SKI of the issuing certificate authority, CA. This matching mechanism helps FortiGate, and other systems, validate certificate chains during SSL inspection and other certificate-based functions. The other fields, such as subject alternative name, SAN, and S, MIME capabilities, are used for identity and capability descriptions but do not play a role in establishing issuer relationships. Which two statements are true about the Fortinet Security Fabric rating feature? Choose 2. A. The Security Fabric rating is a free service included with all FortiGate devices. B. Many identified security issues can be remediated immediately by clicking Apply where supported. C. The Security Fabric rating must be executed on the root FortiGate in the Security Fabric topology. D. It provides executive summaries across the 4 largest security focus areas. The answer is BC. The Security Fabric rating feature in FortiGate provides a centralized and actionable security assessment of your Fortinet deployment. It must be run on the root FortiGate in the Security Fabric, as that device has visibility into the overall topology and connected devices. One of the key benefits of this feature is that it allows administrators to remediate many of the identified issues instantly by clicking the Apply button, simplifying security hygiene improvements. While it is a powerful tool, the Fabric rating feature is not universally free. Its availability can depend on your support contract, FortiCare, FortiGuard entitlement. Also, although the rating includes executive summaries, it does not formally divide them into 4 largest focus areas. The issues are categorized more granularly, e.g., misconfigurations, CVEs, compliance. Which 2 statements accurately describe FortiGate's root lookup behavior when determining the appropriate gateway for a session? Choose 2. A. Root lookup is performed on the first packet from the session originator. B. Root lookup is performed on the last packet sent by the responder. C. Root lookup is performed on every packet, regardless of direction. D. Root lookup is performed on the first reply packet from the responder. The answer is AD. FortiGate performs routing lookups at the start of a new session to determine the proper forwarding path for traffic. This means that a root lookup is executed on the first packet from the session originator, e.g., a client initiating a connection, to decide how to route that traffic. Additionally, FortiGate also performs a lookup on the first reply packet from the responder, e.g., the server's first response, which allows it to establish proper reverse path routing. Once the session is established, FortiGate does not perform lookups on every subsequent packet, as the session table is used to manage ongoing flows, ensuring efficient processing. The option describing a lookup on the last packet from the responder is incorrect and not how FortiGate routing logic operates. An administrator wants to configure VPN user access across multiple sites using the same soft Forti token for authentication. Each site has its own FortiGate VPN gateway. What must the administrator do to enable this setup? A. Register the same Forti token directly on multiple FortiGate devices. B. Deploy a Forti authenticator device to centralize Forti token management. C. Use a third-party Radius server supporting OTP authentication. D. Use the user self-registration server feature to distribute tokens. The answer is B. To use the same soft Forti token across multiple FortiGate VPN gateways at different sites, the administrator needs a centralized authentication server that manages tokens and user authentication consistently. The Forti authenticator device is designed for this purpose. It acts as a central server for Forti token management and user authentication across multiple FortiGate devices. Registering the same token on multiple FortiGates directly is not supported, as tokens are linked to a single device. While a third-party Radius server with OTP support could work, Forti Authenticator provides seamless integration with Forti token and FortiGate. The user self-registration server is intended for user onboarding and token enrollment, not for multi-site token sharing. Which three statements about IPsec security associations, SAS, are correct? Choose 3. A. Phase 2 SAS are used for encrypting and decrypting the data exchanged through the tunnel. B. An SA never expires. C. A Phase 1 SAW is bidirectional, while a Phase 2 SAW is directional. D. Phase 2 SAW expiration can be time-based, volume-based, or both. E. Both the Phase 1 SAW and Phase 2 SAW are bidirectional. The answer is ACD. In IPsec VPNs, Phase 1 security associations, SAS, establish the secure, bidirectional control channel used for negotiation, and therefore they are bidirectional. Conversely, Phase 2 SAS handle the actual data encryption and decryption for traffic flowing through the tunnel. These are directional, with separate SAS for each traffic direction, inbound and outbound. Phase 2 SAS have lifetimes and can expire based on time, data volume, or a combination of both, after which they are renegotiated to maintain security. The statement that an SA never expires is false. Both Phase 1 and Phase 2 SAS have expiration mechanisms to ensure keys are refreshed regularly for security purposes. Also, only the Phase 1 SAW is bidirectional, Phase 2 SAS are directional.